Hey everyone, it's Aquila, and this is a Lefty Knitter podcast. It's been exactly 1 month since I podcasted. I am not going to be showing you everything today, so I apologize. I do have other finished objects I would like to show, but this is going to be short and sweet. I have been quite sick for 2 months, and it started off with what I thought was just a harmless cough. And it didn't turn into pneumonia or anything like that, but it ended up being like acute bronchitis or severe bronchiolitis to the point where I had 3 doctor's appointments, 2 rounds of antibiotics, 2 rounds of steroids. Nothing made it better. So this past Friday night was so terrible that I had to end up taking my rescue inhaler almost every hour and a half, which was not good. I called my doctor in the morning. Well, I called the after hours nurse line in the morning and answered a bunch of their questions. And they said, yeah, you probably should go straight to the ER. So I did that Saturday. And stayed the night because they wanted to make sure I was breathing okay. They didn't want to send me home. Yeah. Also, elephant in the room, got the haircut. But people have seen that on Instagram. It's grown out to where I can get it cut again better the way I wanted. It's not even styled really great today. I have no makeup on today. I am supposed to be resting. I go back to work tomorrow. I have 2 things that I need to be shipping off, and that's really why I wanted to shoot this quick video, because of that. So the next video will be longer, have more content, I should say. Because I have both 2 finished objects, and I have 2 purchases from Shenandoah Fiber Festival. So there we go. First, I had this, I know tons of people now are knitting this because at Rhinebeck they are doing a meetup for this, and it's the Hat Dana. Now I had this on my queue for quite some time because when I saw it I fell in love with it for a friend, a coworker, and I thought she would really love it. I thought she would look really great in it. She's pretty fashionable, and I just thought it would be a fun thing to make for her. So I did show it to her first before I just jumped in and made it. And so this is the Hat Dana by Denise Bayron. I'm not sure if it's Bayron, but it's Bayron, handmade on Instagram. If you want to look her up, people have probably seen this a bunch of times because it's becoming pretty popular. I knit the medium size. Now, if I made it again for myself, I would probably not wear it 2 of the ways that she wears it, which is super cute, where it's around the front and then it goes up around your hair. I have no hair left. I think it would be weird. And the next reason I would make it a little bit bigger is because I feel like if I wore it as the bandana style, it would need to be just a little bit wider on the neck. I could put this on and show you, which I might. I've not blocked this. Actually, I don't feel like it needs a block. I think it looks really great. Her instructions are wonderful, and she does all those video tutorials on all the techniques, which is really amazing too. I think that is very awesome of her as a designer to include that for people. I had done some cable knitting without using a cable needle, and this video was perfect for that. So I had this yarn left over from something I knit, I don't remember. It's Cascade 220 in the Heathers, and it's kind of a red-orange color. Now this is what I have left. I didn't weigh it to see how much I used for this. Like I said, I made the medium. So you can see it's really heathery, but it has kind of like yellowy gold in it. It's not gonna focus. That's fun. Whatever. Yeah, almost a gold honey color. I don't know. I can't explain it. So here it is though. So I made the medium, like I said. I used the needles that she called for. And honestly, maybe if I did it again, I might just make the same size and go up 1 needle size. I don't know. I would want to make sure, being that I wouldn't wear it on my head. Here, I'll show you. Like a bandana, because I feel like with no hair, it looks kind of silly on me. Gotta pull out some of this hair. I might block it though because it does curl under a little. There it is. Looks silly on me with no hair. But I think it's gonna look fabulous on her. I wouldn't want it to be too much smaller though around the head because I think that fits really well. I didn't ask her head measurements. I could be way off. The other way, of course, is to wear it the bandana style, which is the reason I would make it a little bigger because I feel like this is a little tight. A lot tight, not a little tight. Even blocking it I don't think would make a huge difference. Wearing my new Rancid shirt. We went to a Rancid concert. Well, Rancid was the headlining band. But it's definitely a little tighter than I would like it to be. Blocking could fix some of those issues. But if I made it again and for myself, I would probably just make the larger size. So yeah, Rancid, this was the tour shirt. It was at Pier 6 in Baltimore. Did I mention I'm from Baltimore? From Baltimore. It was 5 bands, 1 local band, then, oh my gosh, the Aquabats, which I had never really watched or seen before. People really got into them. It was kind of interesting. They were interesting. Grown men in like superhero suits. Then it was Suicidal Tendencies, Pennywise, and Rancid. Now, I was coughing a lot for this concert, and I at some point just got up and went to the side of the area where they were performing, like, and just had massive coughing fits and was taking my inhaler. But it was still a good concert. It was still a really good concert. 5 bands though. 5. I'm old. I can't do 5 bands anymore. And it's like an outside venue, so like noise ordinances has to be ended by whatever. They started like at 4 o'clock with bands. It was pretty crazy. So let me show you this. I'm not quite exactly sure what I was saying. My husband called. He's work stuff. So I think I was showing you the bandana, like closer up. So there's a little cool little cable detail with the lace on the side, or you know, the yarn overs on. I don't even know what. I was knitting this mostly in the hospital, and then it has the 3 little tassels, and they're super cute. So I will not be taking the Ryan back only because it doesn't fit me correctly. It would have been cool to take it and been in the picture for all the people that have the hatanas. If I whipped up another one, maybe I could do that. I probably won't end up doing that. So there you go, hatana, done. But I'm giving this probably to the coworker tomorrow when I go back to work. The other thing is Paige the Framer had put out a call on her Instagram channel. Frame and Fiber is her shop, and she's a framer and she sells yarn, and you've probably heard of her. She's wonderful. She's in New Jersey. She put a call out to knitters and listed a bunch of patterns on her group page on Ravelry of patterns that she would like knit and what yarn, because she wants to use yarn that's available in her shop. Makes a lot of sense. So I said, heck yeah, I want to do that. So I told her I'd knit the Anders sweater, and I don't know the designer name of that one. And also the Butterfly and Cocoon pattern by Susan B. Anderson, which both use sport weight. So we were able to use 2 skeins of a regular sport weight, which she sent me wool in the sport. And she sent me 2 little mini sport weight skeins of other contrasty colors to make the Butterfly Cocoon. Now, of course, I've had some downtime, so I cast that on right away. And he doesn't have eyes, so he might look a little creepy because he just has stitch markers where his eyes are going to be. I don't have safety eyes, and so I just decided I'm going to embroider the eyes, which is an option in the pattern. I used the needle size recommended, which was 3s and 5s. But isn't he cute? So the wool, I had 2 colors of that. Barn Owl, which was this creamy color, and Devil's Pool I didn't even read the names of those, but that's beautiful. It's like a dark tealy green. And so you don't see the tealy green yet. Sorry, that's a... And these are the other 2 yarns. I don't know what they are. I'm not quite sure. This one's a little loosely plied. I think it's only like a 3-ply. I'm not quite, or a 2-ply. I'm not sure what that is. I feel like I've knit with something like this before. Don't know. And then I don't know what this one is either, this darker blue navy color. So we talked, she gave me instructions to do the body in these 2 colors, and then the wings in the navy and his antennae. And then his eyes will be embroidered with a little mouth. And then here's the little cocoon that he goes in. Let me shove him in real quick to show you. So my daughter saw this and she's like, is it for me? And I was like, no. And I was like, but I can make you one because I have the pattern. So looks like I'll have another one of these in my future. Now I'm not quite sure if he looks cuter with his antenna kind of tucked in and you'll only see his face. Because he does have this cute little I-cordy thing on his cocoon. Super cute. So he's not very big. You know, that's the size of my hand. Not big. Super, super cute though. So I wanted to try to get these done for her before gift knitting for the holidays came, only because, you know, people might actually want to make some of these items that she's going to have on display. But I mean, super cute. I mean, he kind of looks weird with his antenna just kind of coming out. So yeah, so there he is, and then he just pops right out. Boop. I thought he was cute. So this will be, I might send them separately in the mail to Paige because I don't know how long it'll take me to get the sweater done. This I knew would be like super quick. So the sweater, the Anders sweater, is really cute. Cardigan. Yeah, I can't remember if it is a straight, no. Maybe it's a V-neck and then in the round. I can't remember. It has color work at the bottom. The main body is going to be this, and the color work is like, it's kind of like wintry scene of trees at the bottom. So it'll be those 2 colors. I have to weigh these and see what size I can make with these leftovers. I mean, there was very little used in the butterfly cocoon. So there you go. But I wanted to send these off, so I didn't want to just shoot a video and slap it in, so I'm just doing that now. I'm just doing a mini podcast episode. Excuse all that I've probably been doing the whole thing and not even noticing that I've been doing. Again, at least I'm not having coughing fits that I can't stop. It was really pretty classy at work. I was feeling pretty terrible for quite a few days, to the point where I was like coughing and getting up stuff and spitting in my trash can in my cubicle. I know, classy. But it has to come out. You can't just like swallow that. You can't just let it go back down. So I'm just lucky. I'm so happy to be on the mend and feeling better, because I've never felt that sick before in my life. The ER, the hospital I went to, it was great. Everybody was wonderful. I am one of those people who hate needles. So like all the IV stuff and taking blood and all that was crazy. The weirdest thing was I've never had one of these done. So I've had chest x-rays done before, previously, because it seems to me that I might have seasonal allergies, because every year around this time I get bronchitis. So I do have a follow-up with a pulmonary doctor and eventually with not an asthma doctor. Allergy doctor. Sorry, I couldn't think. So the weirdest thing though, which I've never had before, CAT scan. Never had a CAT scan before. They give you, well, I guess it depends on what they're scanning, right? But they're gonna give you this stuff in your IV to light up whatever they're scanning. So they give you this stuff in your IV and they're like, the lady was so funny. She goes, it's gonna be warm and it's gonna make you think that you peed yourself. Oh my God, it makes you think that you peed yourself. It is the weirdest feeling I've ever had in my life. Weirdest. I've never had anything like that done before. So when she like injected it or put it into my IV line. And I was like, whoa, this is weird. And luckily, they put you in the tube and you have to sit still and do all that. I mean, it's very short for that procedure. It was only like 6 minutes. Have you breathe in and breathe out and do all this stuff so they can snap pictures at certain times. And yeah, it was so weird. I didn't like check myself to make sure I peeked because she had warned me ahead of time. But she's like, yeah, even though we warn people, people still kind of get weirded out about it. Because it is weird. Very, very, very weird feeling. If you've had one, then you probably know what I'm talking about. I've done lots of talking and I probably should stop now. So I hope everyone is having a much better 2 months than I've had because they were pretty terrible. And we were on the go the whole time. Concerts and camping and just non-stop. It just was non-stop. And that probably didn't help my cause in getting better. It just wasn't. I wasn't getting enough rest. I wasn't sleeping. Oh my gosh, I was having like crazy insomnia from all the steroids and the antibiotics, and you can't take this when you take this, and you can't take this multivitamin at the same time you take this, and I was just like losing my mind. But I'm better now. So until next time, guys, I hope everybody is doing well and knitting all the things. Again, you can find me Aquila de Hun on Instagram and Aquila de Hun on Ravelry. We have a Ravelry group which is not very active, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm just glad that I'm able to still provide some sort of content in some sort of decent amount of time. All right, until the next time, and I'll have more to show, and I apologize for that. See you guys.